मैं सर्वप्रथम अपने परम आराध्यतम गुरुदेव नित्य लीला प्रविष्णु विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज जी के चरणों में अनंत कोटि दंडवत अर्पित करता हूँ। तत्पश्चात उपस्थित वैष्णव वैष्णवियों के चरणों में मेरा यथायथ दंडवत प्रणाम। सूरज महाराज नीचे उतर रहे हैं, रोशनी आंखों पे आ रही है। क्या करोगे ठीक? मुझको जयशंकर प्रसाद की कुछ लाइनें याद आ रही हैं। बिफोर वी स्टार्ट भगवद गीता आई रिमाइंड पोइट्री ऑफ जयशंकर प्रसाद। इसका मतलब है यहाँ भी आपको एक पर्दा लगाना पड़ेगा। नहीं, और गर्मियों में तो और भी ज़्यादा होता है। ये पर्दा तो लेने उससे एक और कम हो जाएगी। दिवस का अवसान समीप था, गगन कुछ लोहित हो चला, तरु शिखा पर राज दी कमलिन कुल वल्लभ की प्रभा। सूरज जी नीचे उतर रहे हैं, मतलब अब दिन खत्म होने वाला है। फिर लोग बाग आने में दिक्कत नहीं होगी इसको लगा देने से, हैं? अच्छा, they use other door, okay. अब ठीक है। तो मैं अपने गुरु महाराज जी के चरणों में अनंत कोटि दंडवत अर्पित करता हूँ। उपस्थित वैष्णव वैष्णवियों के चरणों में यथायथ दंडवत प्रणाम। श्रीमद् भागवत गीता जी के चरणों में दंडवत प्रणाम। उनके प्रणेता, उनके ऊपर व्याख्या देखने वाले श्री विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्तीपाद जी के चरणों में दंडवत प्रणाम। श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर जी के चरणों में दंडवत प्रणाम। श्री गुरुदेव के चरणों में दंडवत प्रणाम। उनकी कृपा से मैं कुछ बोलने योग्य बनूं, ऐसी मैं प्रार्थना करता हूँ। वैसे हमारे किसी कवि ने कहा है, पोथी पढ़ पढ़ जग मुआ, गया न मन का, नहीं, 2.5 अक्षर प्रेम का, पढ़े सो पंडित होए। उसकी पहली लाइन क्या है? गया न मन का फेर, 2.5 अक्षर प्रेम का, नहीं नहीं, ये नहीं है, दोनों नहीं मेल खा रहे। सारा चक्कर ये 2.5 अक्षर का है। 2.5 अक्षर बड़े खतरनाक हैं। कृष्ण भी 2.5 अक्षर हैं और प्रेम भी 2.5 अक्षर है। द होल थिंग इज दिस 2.5 syllable in Hindi, prema, love. This is the whole Sannam Bonam of all the scriptures. We are having satsang, we are doing sadhana, we are doing everything so that we should get love for Krishna. So we have to understand ourselves. How can we have this love? And that's why we are reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita. हम भागवत गीता को अपना प्रणति दें, दंडवत करें, वही गीता जी कृष्ण की कृपा मिले और प्रेम पैदा हो। इसलिए आइए आज हम तीसरे अध्याय में प्रवेश करते हैं। भागवत गीता अध्याय 3। We are now entering in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is asking question. This chapter starts with a question. Arjuna, devotee of Krishna, asking question to Krishna himself. So, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Supreme and Arjuna his devotee. In second chapter, we have seen that Krishna gave instructions to Arjuna of different things. दूसरे अध्याय में भगवान ने कर्म योग की बात बताई। मेरी एक एक शब्द को एक हीरा समझ के पकड़ना, ये नहीं कि ये मेरे में खूबी है। ये शब्द जो मैं जहाँ से आपको सुना रहा हूँ ना, वो ज्वेलरी बॉक्स है। याद है शुरू में क्या बतलाया? ये जो गीता है ये ज्वेलरी बॉक्स है। तो हमारे आचार्यों ने जो शब्द बोले हैं वो एक एक नायाब हीरे हैं। आई एम स्पीकिंग ईच एंड एवरी वर्ड फ्रॉम द ज्वेलरी बॉक्स ऑफ आवर आचार्य। सो डू नॉट इवन मिस ए सिंगल वर्ड, यू विल बी बेनिफिटेड। एक शब्द भी मत छोड़ना। दूसरे अध्याय में चर्चा की भगवान ने कर्म योग की, ज्ञान योग की और सारे गुणों से अतीत। सारे कितने गुण हैं? 3 गुण हैं, रजोगुण, तमोगुण, सतोगुण। तीनों गुणों से अतीत भक्ति योग की। कृष्णा हैज डिस्क्राइब्ड इन हिज सेकंड चैप्टर अबाउट कर्म योगा। Those who do not understand Hindi, I will request them to understand these words, Karam Yoga. It's not English word, but you should remember this word, Karam Yoga. Krishna has described 3 things: Karam Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. You will hear these words so many times that you have to memorize them. Karma means action. When we do action and we give up fruits, then it is Karma Yoga. And when we directly do action to please Krishna, it is Bhakti Yoga. And when our heart is cleansed by giving up the fruits, then it is Jnana Yoga. So Krishna told these 3 things: Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Now Krishna is asking, Arjuna is asking, Oh Krishna, ज्यायसी चेत कर्मणस्ते मतः बुद्धि जनार्दना तत् किम कर्माणि घोरे माम नियोज्यसि केशवा। Very, very important verse, first verse of chapter 3rd. अगर आप ये समझते हैं कि आपकी मत के अनुसार, अर्जुन कह रहा है ते मता, आपके मत के अनुसार अब भगवान का मत तो भगवान का ही मत है, उसको कौन काट सकता है। अगर आप समझते हैं आपके मत के अनुसार ज्यायसी चेत कर्मणा ते मता बुद्धि जनार्दना, कर्म से ज़्यादा अच्छा श्रेष्ठ भक्ति वाली बुद्धि है, कर्म से श्रेष्ठ भक्ति वाली बुद्धि है, तो इतने खतरनाक कर्म में मुझे क्यों लगा रहे हो। कृष्णा, इफ यू थिंक दैट भक्ति डिवोशनल सर्विस इज बेटर देन actions of this world, why are you forcing me to get involved in this war? This war is material activities. This is action. You are admiring buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga means that mind which is full of bhakti. हे जनार्दन, यदि आपको गुण अतीत भक्ति विषयणी बुद्धि किसी कर्म की अपेक्षा श्रेष्ठ मान्य है, तो केशव आप मुझे इस घोर युद्ध में क्यों लगा रहे हैं। समझ आ रहा है प्रश्न? इफ यू विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड क्वेश्चन, देन यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड आंसर। कृष्णा टोल्ड अबाउट कर्म योगा, कृष्णा टोल्ड अबाउट ज्ञान योगा, and Krishna told about bhakti yoga. In chapter 2 he did not use the word bhakti. What word he used? Buddhi yoga. He replaced this bhakti word with the word buddhi yoga. So if buddhi yoga is great, that if we do little bit of it, we will be relieved from so much of danger. थोड़ा सा बुद्धि योग करेंगे तो इतने बड़े खतरे से बच जाएंगे। कितने बड़े? नरक के खतरे से बच जाएंगे। वी विल बी सेव्ड फ्रॉम द डेंजर ऑफ गोइंग टू हेल इफ वी परफॉर्म बुद्धि योगा लिटिल बिट। सो why buddhi yoga is so great? Instead of buddhi yoga, you are inspiring and inducing me that I should get involved into action of fight. Why should I get involved in this war? Then we will understand that now Arjun is getting attracted towards buddhi yoga. Why? Because this is his natural propensity. Arjun is a devotee. He is friend of Krishna. He likes to do bhakti. He admires it. The moment Krishna is saying buddhi yoga, he is rejecting everything from his heart, and he says, this is what you also say, that buddhi yoga is superior to karma yoga and jnana yoga. Why are you involving me in karma? Karma means action. मुझे इस घोर युद्ध में क्यों डाल रहे हो? हमारे विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्तीपाद जी क्या कहते हैं? आई हैव नोटेड डाउन हिज कमेंट्स, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट इन इंग्लिश. हे सखे, हे अर्जुन, कृष्णा इज नाउ रिप्लाइंग. लिसन दिस केयरफुली, एटलीस्ट दोज हु नोज हिंदी, एंड देन आई विल ट्रांसलेट इन इंग्लिश. दिस इज द थीसिस, दिस इज द थ्योरी, दिस इज द सन्नम वर्णम एसेंस. हे सखे अर्जुन, गुण अतीत मेरी भक्ति सर्वश्रेष्ठ है. गुण अतीत मेरी भक्ति सर्वश्रेष्ठ है. ये बात पक्की है और सत्य है, परम सत्य है. किंतु ऐसी भक्ति कहीं पेड़ से टपक के नहीं मिल जाएगी. समझना, ये भक्ति कहां से मिलेगी? ये भक्ति आसानी से नहीं मिलती. जब तक कोई मेरा एकांतिक महाभागवत भक्त तुमको नहीं मिलता, और खाली मिलता ही नहीं, तुम पे कृपा नहीं कर देता, ये भक्ति नहीं मिलने वाली. आप सोचो कि किसी पेड़ पे टपकी फटक करके ले लो, ये भक्ति नहीं मिलेगी. ये श्रेष्ठ है, भक्ति श्रेष्ठ है, लेकिन ऐसे नहीं मिलेगी। ये भक्ति किसी को अपने परिश्रम से नहीं मिलती। इसलिए मैंने दूसरे अध्याय में ये कह दिया तुमको, भक्त बन जा, तीनों गुणों से परे हो जा, कहा मैंने, जरूर कहा। लेकिन तू हो सकेगा? नहीं हो सकता। तो तू पूछेगा मैंने क्यों कहा? अरे मैंने कहा नहीं, मैंने आशीर्वाद दिया कि तू भक्त हो जा, ये मेरा आशीर्वाद है। और जब तक ये आशीर्वाद फलीभूत नहीं होता, देखो कैसी बात, ये बात विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती जी लिख रहे हैं, जब तक ये आशीर्वाद फलीभूत नहीं होता, कहने का मतलब है जब तक कोई भक्त महात्मा तेरे जीवन में आकर अवतरित नहीं होता, तब तक तुम क्या करोगे? तुम कर्म करते जाओ। खाली कर्म नहीं, कर्म योग करते जाओ। अंडरस्टैंड? Whole philosophy is lying in these statements of Vishwanath Chakravarti. You may read Srimad Bhagavad Gita, whole of it, you cannot understand. I'll explain it in English. Try to understand. Hindi, then English. It may be doublification. But this is very good to understand. You know, these lines I read many times. And every time when I read, I enjoy it. Krishna is saying, oh my dear friend, Mr. Arjun, listen carefully. It's true. Devotional service, bhakti is topmost. Karma yoga is not equal to bhakti. It is on very lower level. What is karma yoga? Again, remember, to do action, not directly bhakti, do any action. You may do computer work, you may do business, you may do job, you may do housework, whatever work you are doing, you may do that work. But if you give up fruits to Krishna, then it is karma yoga. And by doing this thing, our heart will be clean. This will be told later on. Then we come to the stage of Jnana Yoga. Then we give up all the karma, and then we can become devotee, Bhakti Yoga. So, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, to be a devotee. Look, devotee means, devotee is not actionless person. He is also doing action. And karma yogi is also doing action. What is the difference? One is directly pleasing Krishna, talking to Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It is direct talk with Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Chanting Maha Mantra, chanting name of Krishna is direct bhakti. Offering food to Krishna is a direct bhakti. It is not karma yoga. I may be chanting Hare Krishna for some material cause, but still it is bhakti, but adulterated. Which bhakti? Sakam bhakti. But it is bhakti because directly connecting with Krishna. And if I am doing my job, I am managing director of my company, and 100% income I am giving to Krishna. But still not bhakti, it is karam yoga. Because directly I am not doing action to please Krishna. Remember this thing. These are two different things. One, sakam bhakti, and one, action but giving up fruit to Krishna. That is known as karam yoga. So, if you want to listen from me, I tell you very clearly that bhakti is the topmost thing, but this bhakti is not easily available. You cannot get it unless you happen to meet a very advanced devotee in your life. Bhakti is not a result of mercy of a devotee. You should meet a advanced devotee, number one. Number two, that advanced devotee should shower his mercy to you. If these two things do not take place, you are not able to chant Hare Krishna. इसलिए दूसरे अध्याय में ये कह तो दिया, therefore in second chapter I have already told that go and do my bhakti. But does not mean that you should start doing my bhakti. You know why? You cannot do it. For this, you require certain conditions. And if you do not get these conditions fulfilled, you cannot do bhakti. So wait. You will have to wait till you get a very advanced devotee in your life who showers his mercy to you. If you cannot wait, you cannot do bhakti. So what can you do? You do karam yoga. That whatever action you are doing, you do it and offer it to Krishna. Now we are sitting in Govindji Gaudiya Math. We all are very well aware of this thing. What? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we do it also. And this is direct bhakti. We have taken mantra. Our mantra is direct bhakti, which connects us with Krishna. Why it happened? Because we are fortunate that we met our Gurudev. So our condition is not the condition of karma yoga. So it does not appeal us what Krishna is telling to Arjuna. It sometimes appear to us that it is odd. Why it is difficult? Go to your office, do your job, so many things, so mushkil, so difficult. But if we take Aarti and do Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yugal Milan, this is bhakti. Aarti Kare Lalita Adi Sakhi Gan, directly connecting us with the Krishna. If we broom this floor, this is bhakti, because we are serving the temple of Krishna. If we cook for Krishna and offer to Krishna, this is bhakti. And we are doing it. Every day we are doing it. Then why you are saying that don't do it, you cannot do it? Oh, Arjun, listen, I am saying this thing to those people really who cannot do it, not for you. This is not for you. Then it is for those who don't have a very important thing in their mind. And what is that? For that, presence of a devotee is very much essential. But what is that? That is faith, Shraddha. People are not ready to accept Krishna is Supreme Person, Supreme Personality of God. And those who cannot accept, how can they do His bhajan? How can they chant His name? How can they give their time for Him? They will never give Him because they don't have faith. And faith cannot be generated in our heart unless we have mercy of a devotee. So, sometimes when we hear these chapters, we get confused. Why Arjuna is saying all these things? But why Krishna is saying all these things? Krishna is telling so many people. Krishna has gone to Duryodhana so many times. But Duryodhana is not accepting his God. Krishna has gone to Kans. Kans is not accepting his God. So many people are standing in front of Krishna and Arjuna will fight with them. They don't think this Krishna who is driving the chariot of Arjuna is God. They are not ready to accept him. Shishupal never accepted him. So those who can never accept him, they can never do direct bhakti. Remember this thing. This is very essential for. So devotional service can be done by only those people who have Shraddha. Who have Shraddha. Shraddha means faith. Shraddha means faith. So, because you don't have Shraddha, Krishna is saying, because you don't have Shraddha. Now, does not mean that Arjuna does not have Shraddha. Here, you means those who don't have faith. You cannot do bhakti. Wait. Why wait? Because you may try it, you cannot do it. हाउ कैन यू डू इट? राजसी कर्म में सात्विक कर्म श्रेष्ठ हैं और सात्विक कर्म से ज्ञान श्रेष्ठ है, किंतु ज्ञान भी सात्विक है और निर्गुणा भक्ति सबसे श्रेष्ठ है। ये निर्गुणा भक्ति मेरे लिए मेरे भक्त के बिना संभव नहीं है, तो फिर सात्विक ज्ञान ही उपदेश दीजिए। ओके, नाउ आई अंडरस्टैंड। देन स्टिल आई आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन। अर्जुन सिंह, मैं समझ गया हम भक्ति नहीं कर सकते, तो ज्ञान में चले जाएं, कर्म क्यों करें? समझ रहे हो? ज्ञान में चले जाएं, कर्म क्यों करें? ज्ञान का मतलब है समझना। ज्ञान का क्या मतलब है? बोलो तो, व्हाट डज इट मीन बाय ज्ञान? नहीं, यहां संबंध ज्ञान नहीं है। क्या है नॉलेज? हाँ, आत्मज्ञान। मैं काम क्यों करूं? मैं शरीर नहीं हूं। मैं कौन हूं? मैं आत्मा हूं। अगर मैं आत्मा हूं तो अपनी आत्मा में ही रहता हूं मैं। लेट्स get me drowned in my soul. Gyan. What is Gyan? I am not this body. I am not these senses. I am not this sense objects. I am not Prithvi, Jal, Vayu, Agni, Akash. I am not earth. I am not mind. I am not intelligence. I am ego. I am very different from all those things. I am conscious entity. I have nothing to do with this world. I have nothing to do material things. Let me separate myself. How? Meditate. Meditate upon Shunya. Meditate upon light. Why should I fight? This is Gyan. यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पॉइंट? बात समझ आ रही है कि नहीं? तो अर्जुन पूछ रहे हैं कृष्ण को कि अगर ज्ञान श्रेष्ठ है इस कर्म से, तो मैं ये ज्ञान में क्यों ना डूबूं? बड़े घुमाकर प्रश्न पूछ रहे हैं अर्जुन। देन कृष्णा सेज, कृष्णा हैज गिवन आंसर्स वेरी। लोको अस्मिन् द्विधा निष्ठा पूर्वा प्रोक्ता मया अनग ज्ञान योगेन सांख्यानाम कर्म योगेन योगिनाम। पूरा प्रोक्ता। अर्जुन, आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर ऑल्सो, टू टाइप ऑफ पीपल हैज टू टाइप ऑफ नेचर। निष्ठा, निष्ठा की इंग्लिश क्या होगी भाई? हैं? या faith, या nature. I am taking it nature. Liking. I have two type. There are two type of people. They have two type of likings. One type of people liking for action. कर्म में उनकी निष्ठा है. Another type of person, their nishtha is in Gyan. So Arjuna is saying, Loko Asmin, in this world, there are two type of likings, two type of understanding, or two type of nature. Those who are Jnana Yogi, they are attached to Sankhya. And those who are Yogi, they are attached to Karam Yoga. तो कर्म योग पे जिनकी निष्ठा है, वे लोग जिनका अंतःकरण अभी शुद्ध नहीं हुआ है और भगवत अर्पित निष्काम कर्म योग के द्वारा ज्ञान पथ पर आरूढ़ होते हैं। कौन है कर्म योगी? किसकी निष्ठा कर्म में ज्यादा है? कर्म में उनकी निष्ठा ज्यादा है अभी जिनका चित्त साफ नहीं हुआ। Yesterday I was explaining that the whole process is here based on cleansing your heart. How you cleanse your heart. This is very important thing. If my heart is not cleansed, then I cannot situate on the status of jnana. Then I have to remain situated at the level of karma. Karma means do action. Why? Because to come to the stage of jnana, that I am not this body, I am not intelligence also, I am beyond this, I am soul, and getting situated in your soul, then you should come up to the level that you don't want to enjoy anything. Do you know what is our problem in this material world? सुनना इस चीज को. हमारी इस संसार में समस्या क्या है? दो तरह की समस्याएं हैं. एक हम कर्म करना चाहते हैं, एक हम फल भोगना चाहते हैं. बात समझ आ रही है आपको? क्या क्या है समस्याएं? एक हम कर्म करना चाहते हैं, दूसरा फल भोगना चाहते हैं. पूछो तो उन लोगों से जो कंप्यूटर के बिना जी नहीं सकते, क्या कहते हैं उनको? उन्हें क्या कहते हैं? कंप्यूटर एल्कोहलिक. Who are they? They are computer alcoholic. Why? To do action is in their blood. They cannot live without doing action. I remember in my life, I had one uncle. He was admitted in one bank. He got a job in a bank, Punjab National Bank, as a clerk. But he was so hardworking, that by his hard working, he became general manager of that bank. From clerk to general manager. He will go early in the morning, he will come in the night. He never knew what his children are doing. Mother will take care of. He had 6 children, but he did not have much knowledge about his children. He had only knowledge of Punjab National Bank. He was hardly 10th pass person. And he became general manager of, when he retired, he was general manager. As a general manager, he was very hardworking. When he got retirement, then he looked for another job. For 1 year, he got a job. After that 1 year, no one gave him job because he was useless for anyone. He was a retired person. His influence in his bank has gone, and he was so old, why the people will give him job? And when he did not have job, he became so much depressed that he got mental problem because he could not get job. He did not need money. He did not need enjoyment. He did not need anything. But because he could not work, he became depressed. And so much depressed that he became, what should you call, psychic? Mentally disturbed person. In the last age, he lost his control on his mind. Fighting with everyone. Why so? Because when we become old, our senses become weak. So the propensity of enjoyment goes away, but our nature of doing something keeps on pricking us to do something. And when we are unable to do, then we get depressed. So there are 2 problems with us. One problem, our nature to enjoy. And the other problem is more than that. We can stop enjoyment. We stop taking meat. We stop taking intoxication. All those nonsense things we stopped. We may stop TV. We may stop anything. It's not so difficult. But what is difficult? The things which has gone in our blood, action. It is very difficult to stop. So yesterday I was telling that this is nature of karmi. I remember I have said this story many times in this katha also, that there was a ship going on, and in that ship there was a businessman, big businessman, Marwadi Seth, and he was doing business with everyone. And then there was an attack on that on that ship by a whale fish. And when whale fish attacked, so they said that she wants some big things to eat. They threw all the chairs and tables in the mouth of that fish. She took it inside her body. Again she attacked. Then they threw all the eatables in her body. She took everything there. And again she attacked. So the people inside the ship, they thought that she wants probably one sacrifice from us. So who should be sacrificed? So everyone saw that businessman. And they took him and threw him in the mouth of fish. And then again she attacked. And the whole ship was wrecked, and everyone was entering into the mouth of that fish. Fish is so big. So what the people saw, that businessman who went before, he took the chairs, he took the tables, and all the eatables, and he was saying, sitting on the throat of that fish, 5 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees. Still he was doing business. The last time. Why? That business is in the blood. You understand? This is a story, but we should understand that now Krishna is saying you cannot situate on the level of jnana if you have problem of karma. So there are two types of people. One type of people who are very much intelligent and they keep on thinking, they don't have this problem of action. And those who have problem of action, for them Krishna is saying, do karma yoga. When you will do karma yoga, what does it mean by karma yoga? That you do the action and give up the fruit. When you give fruit, then automatically this activity will go away. Like, I again give you one example. If we switch off a fan is moving very fast. Can we put our finger in it and we switch off it? Can we still put our finger in it? Not yet. Till it stops. So, if we do karma yoga, this means we have stopped the switch. And now we have stopped the switch. After some time, we can put our finger in it. But till it stops, we cannot do it. So, when we do karma yoga, at that time, what happens? That our enjoying propensity goes, and our propensity of doing karma, doing action also goes. Understand point? When we perform karma yoga. महाराज धन्यवाद. महाराज जी बैठे हैं, उनको आसन दे दो कोई. Now Krishna is telling, नाहि कश्चित् क्षणम अपि जातु तिष्ठति अकर्म कृत कार्येत हि अवश्य कर्म सर्वः प्रकृति जय गुणे. Arjun, do you think you can live without doing action for a moment? Can you? You cannot live without doing action for a moment, even for a moment. So your nature will force you to do action. You will be compelled by your nature. Karyet hi avash karam. Avash means you cannot control yourself. You are bound to do karma, which I explained you. Why you are bound to do action? Prakriti jehe, because of your nature. Because of your nature, you are bound to do action. So what to do? Then Krishna is telling, यह तो इंद्रियाणि मनसा नियम आरभते अर्जुन कर्म इंद्रिय कर्म योगम आसक्त स विशिष्यते. Do not give up action. I am telling you which is good for you. Again listen. Here you means those people who do not have faith in Krishna. जिनको अभी भगवान के भक्त नहीं मिले हैं, ये यू उनके लिए कहा जा रहा है. सो अर्जुन इज टेलिंग, यह तो इंद्रियाणि मनसा नियम आरभते अर्जुन. यू डू योर एक्शन, डू, बट कंट्रोलिंग योर माइंड. इंद्रियाणि and mind, control them, means stop enjoyment first. So our Acharya told this thing. Remember this thing again. There are two things we have to control. Number one, propensity of enjoyment. Our enjoyment propensity, this is first. We are not able to do this thing only. And the second is propensity to act. So two things we have to control. So now Krishna is telling, very easily you control your senses and mind and do actions, and when you do actions, give up the fruit. अपने इंद्रियों को, मन को कंट्रोल करके तुम जो भी कार्य कर रहे हो, बिजनेस करते हो, जो भी कार्य कर रहे हो करो, लेकिन फल को मुझे दे दो. फल को भगवान को दे दो. भगवान को दे दो, या मंदिर बना दो, या क्या कहते हैं बड़े बड़े अस्पताल खोल दो, अपने पास ना रखो, भोगो नहीं, उसको क्या करो, त्यागो, फल को त्याग दो. तो ये कर्म योग हो गया. कर्मेंद्रिय कर्म योगम आसक्ता सविशिष्यते. तो जो अपनी कर्म इंद्रियों से कर्म योग करता है आसक्ता, बिना अटैचमेंट के, वो श्रेष्ठ है. The person who is controlling his mind, controlling his senses, doing his actions, and then without attachment, he is giving up the fruit, such person is superior. Vishishyate. He is higher class person. Higher from what? Higher from what? Higher from those who give up the actions totally. He is not saying that you give up the action. He is saying do the action, but give up your sense gratification desire and give up its fruit. नियतम कुरु कर्म तमम कर्म ज्यायो ही अकर्मणा शरीर यात्रा अपि चते न प्रसिद्धेत अकर्मणा. यहाँ अकर्मणा, अभी हम सुबह बात कर रहे थे विमला दीदी से, अकर्मणा, अकर्म, अकर्म से ज़्यादा श्रेष्ठ कर्म है, अर्जुन कह रहे हैं और कृष्ण कह रहे हैं. अकर्म, नॉट डूइंग एनी कर्म. एंड कर्म मीन्स डू योर एक्शन अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नेचर. If you are Kshatriya, fight. If you are Brahman, then do Brahmanical act. If you are Shudra, do Shudra act. Whatever your nature is there, you do that act, but without enjoyment propensity, and give up the fruit. Because if you will not do this thing, you cannot live your life also. If you will not earn money, you will not make food for you and for your children, your life will be destroyed. चित्त शुद्धि के बिना ज्ञान का उदय नहीं होता, एवं ज्ञान के बिना संन्यास भी साधित नहीं होता, और संन्यास के बिना मोक्ष नहीं मिल सकता। एक कड़ी याद रखना। यहाँ पे कृष्ण बता रहे हैं अर्जुन को, कल बतलाया था ना कर्म क्यों किया। हम कर्म इसलिए कर रहे हैं क्योंकि कर्म करना हमारे अंदर खून में घुस गया है। वाई वी आर डूइंग एक्शन? बिकॉज एक्शन इज क्या कहें, बिकॉज एक्शन इज इन आवर ब्लड. To do action is in our blood. And when we do action and give up the fruit, then it is Karam Yoga. By doing this thing, we get our heart cleansed. And when our heart will be cleansed, at that stage, we can think, I am not this body, I am soul. Then we come to the stage of Jnana. And at this stage, if we meet as a devotee, and devotee says, here is Krishna, why don't you love him? Then we can become Bhakta. So, first ladder is Karam Yoga. So remember one thing, what will be the result of Karam Yoga? Even if you are sleeping and dreaming, you will say, cleansing the heart, cleansing our heart. What is the fruit of Karam Yoga? What is the consequences of Karam Yoga? Cleansing our heart. Cleansing our heart. If we are not doing Karam Yoga, then we are making our heart dirty. But if we are doing Karam Yoga, then we are cleansing our heart. When our heart will be cleansed, then we will raise ourselves from the stage of Karam Yoga to Jnana Yoga. Now, this both is not bhakti. Neither Karam Yoga is bhakti, nor Jnana Yoga is bhakti. But bhakti means when we have faith and we get a devotee, and that devotee gives us our beloved Krishna to us, and we start loving Krishna. That is bhakti. Now understand this thing with one example. It is difficult chapter. People get confused in it. So I am giving you one example. And this example I always give when I give Gita class. Wherever you see, you may see my movie or anywhere. There was one person. He went on the seashore. He sat on the sand. He liked the cool sand, and he started doing like this. He took sand in his hand and put it on his lap. Then he did like this, took sand in his hand and put it in his lap. एक दो बार बार वो हाथ को ऐसे कर रहा है. क्या हुआ? He got accustomed to do like this. आदत पड़ गई. किस चीज की? Doing like this. 1 घंटे के बाद क्या हुआ? After 1 hour, what he saw, the whole sand came up to this point, and he was unable to get up. Now he is trying to get up. He is not able to get up. And then he is crying, I am caught. I am stuck. But he is doing like this again. Why? Because his hands got accustomed. He is not able to stop it. This is called karma. We have the natures to do karma. फंस गए हम, कर्म करने की आदत पड़ गई. We got in habit of doing action. One person was passing by. He said, why are you crying? See, I cannot get up. What should I do? This man said, oh foolish man, you keep on doing like this. Don't worry. Then only do one thing. First you are taking sand from here and putting sand here. Now you take sand from here and put sand here. Keep on doing it. Don't stop it. So now his hand is doing like this because of habit. So this is Karam Yoga. Take sand from here and give it here. This is Karam Yoga. But take sand from here and put it on your body. What is this? This is Bhog Yoga. You know Bhog Yoga? Enjoyment. He was taking all the sand on him. Sand is not him. He is different from sand. Therefore, all the enjoyments and sense objects are different from us. We are burdening them on us. Cell phone, this phone, car, this, they are all separate things from our soul. And we are burdening them, and we are burdened by them. We are unable to come out of it. Am I able to make you understand this thing? This is Karam Yoga. What is Karam Yoga? That you take the sand out. But this is not bhakti. What is bhakti? If that person goes to his house and live with his family, that is bhakti. But suppose he takes out all the sand from his body by Karam Yoga, and he becomes light, and again, instead of going to his house, he goes to the house of a prostitute. So, what is the use of removing the sand? Again, he is not in his house. He is a sufferer. So please try to understand what I want to say. What is bhakti? Now again see. He is putting sand here and putting it on his body. Enjoying. Now he is crying. And same time his father came from there. Suppose his father comes or his brother comes. What will he do? What brother will do? What father will do? That man told him that you take the sand from here and drop it here. Father will not say this thing. He'll say, oh, what foolishness you are doing? Putting sand on you? He says, I don't know. I am doing it by habit. And father will come and very fast he will remove the sand from him. He will take a shovel and just he will remove all the sand. In a minute, the whole sand will go away. The thing will come so easy. And then what he will do? Will he let him go to a prostitute? What he will do? Then, come with me. And he will hold his hand and take him to his house. This is bhakti. You understand? Two things. Karam Yoga and bhakti. Many times, many things come by example. You can keep it fit in your mind. चित्त शुद्धि और ज्ञान का उदय, ये दोनों कनेक्टेड हैं. कर्म के फल को त्यागोगे तो ज्ञान आएगा. If you will give up the fruit, then you will get jnana. Jnana means you will think, I am not this body, I am soul. When jnana will come, then if you meet a devotee, then you can become a devotee. And still, even the stage of jnana, if you don't meet a devotee, there are chances that you may be distracted. There are chances of getting distracted. So this is very important point of Buddhi Yoga, which I am trying to make you explain it, and let us see further. फिर सुनेंगे. श्रील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर जी ने इसी बात को बड़े सुंदर रूप से बतलाया. क्या कह रहे हैं भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर जी? जहाँ मेरी कृपा से जब तक हृदय में भक्ति योग के लक्षण से युक्त वैराग्य नहीं उत्पन्न होता, तब तक भगवत अर्पित निष्काम कर्म योग ही एकमात्र आत्मकल्याण का उपाय है. जहाँ मेरी कृपा से या भक्तों की कृपा से हृदय में भक्ति योग पैदा हो जाएगा, वहाँ मेरे लिए निष्काम कर्म करके फल को अर्पित करने की आवश्यकता नहीं रहेगी। फिर तो आप ऊंचे रास्ते पे चल चुके हो, फिर आपको वर्ण आश्रम धर्म पालन करने की जरूरत नहीं रहेगी। इसके अलावा अब जब तक वो भक्ति नहीं आती है, तब तक निष्काम कर्म करके फल को छोड़कर कर्म योग करते रहो। तो श्रील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर हैं, या karma is necessary. Karma is the necessary because if we will not do karma, then we will not have fruit. When we will not have fruit, we cannot give a fruit. When we cannot give a fruit, then we cannot cleanse our heart. In order to cleansing our heart, action is must. Understand? Action is must. Eh? He's saying, yeah, he is saying like this. What karma are we doing? We are, no. Here I will try to re-explain the whole things. Try to understand. It was written later on also. One is karma and give up the fruit. That is known as karam yoga. When we enjoy the fruit, it is only karam. When we give up the fruit, then it is karam yoga. When we do karam yoga, our heart is cleansed. What type of karam we are doing? In karma and karam yoga. What type of karam? Karam according to our scriptures, known as varna ashram dharma. I am a grihasthi. As a grihasthi, I have children. As a grihasthi, I have also job. This is varna ashram dharma. As a grihasthi, I have so many things. So, I will stop the propensity to enjoy. I will take care of them. I cannot give up them because I have no any still capacity to give up. Because I have not developed that vairagya, means renunciation yet. I cannot give up. But when I will give up the fruit, gradually, I will get detached from the enjoying propensity and also our attachment with our family members also. We'll get detachment. When we'll get detachment, then I can give up this varna ashram dharma. This will be known as karam sannyas. Then I can become a sannyasi. So Krishna is saying here that I want to enjoy and I give up everything. That is mithyachar. This shlok is saying this thing. If I can catch it. Yeah. Karmendriyani sanyama ya aste manasa smaran. Some people, they give up the action. They gave up their family, varna ashram dharma, and they took sannyas. They became sannyasi. But still they have attachment of enjoyment. They have propensity to enjoyment. So karmendriyani sanyama ya aste manasa smaran. By mind, we are thinking about lady, we are thinking about car, we are thinking about money, we are thinking about all these things. Or we are thinking, oh my God, this thing happened in one acharya, life of one acharya. I don't remember his name. He left his family. He was a devotee. He left his family. When he came many miles away, going to Vrindavan, under a tree he was sitting and thinking, oh my God, how my wife will take care of herself. She will not be able to make money. I should not have left her. And she has 2 children. And their children are also very young. What will happen to her? She is thinking, he is thinking, oh, I think I should go back. I should go back. Then suddenly what happened? One egg of a bird, it fell down. And it was ripened egg, and one bird, child bird, what do you call it? Baby bird came out of it. Now her mother is not there, and she is opening mouth, this baby bird, up like this, opening mouth. And she is having nothing. Then suddenly one mosquito came, and mosquito fell on that baby bird. And that baby bird just came from the egg. It has many chemicals and liquid. And that mosquito wrapped all that chemical in it, and it jumped and fell into her mouth. And she just closed the mouth and she ate it. Then he thought, oh my God, this bird, totally helpless, but Lord is giving food to her here. And I am thinking about my wife, my children, they are human beings. Will Lord not take care of them? I am going to Krishna. And then he again went back to Vrindavan. So, because heart is weak, still we are thinking about family members. So these are the karma which is according to our scriptures given as Varna Ashram Dharma. You know, Varna Ashram Dharma. That Brahmachari has to do this thing, and Kshatriya has to do this thing, we have to do this thing. So when according to Varna Ashram Dharma, we are performing our action and giving up the fruit to Krishna, gradually our heart will be cleansed and we will come to the stage of Jnana. So Krishna is saying that if you will leave this world and accept karam sannyas, that give up the scriptural activities also which is in your blood to do, then you will be flop. Why you will be flop? Because those actions will, there was a very big businessman. He was having very big business mentality. He used to come to Gurudev and said, Gurudev, may I wind up my business and come with you fully? Gurudev said, if I will say yes, you will wind up your business. I know. Then you will come to me. I know. But when you will come to me, you will do business again with in my assembly, in my devotee. Why? Because this action is still in your blood. So this is very important. टाइम ख़त्म हो रहा है, लेकिन गिव मी 5-10 minutes more. कितने बजे तक चलाते हो? 7:30 बजे तक? हैं? 7 you do आरती? Not 7:30? Let me read out. Give me 5 minutes at least more. जब तक हृदय में भक्ति योग के लक्षण से युक्त वैराग्य नहीं उत्पन्न होता, तब तक भगवत अर्पित निष्काम कर्म योग ही एकमात्र आत्मकल्याण का उपाय है। यहाँ मेरी कृपा से या भक्तों की कृपा से हृदय में भक्ति योग आविर्भूत होता है, वहाँ मेरे लिए अर्पित निष्काम कर्म योग की अपेक्षा उत्कृष्ट पंथ यानी भक्ति का पंथ स्वधर्म पालन की आवश्यकता पालन करने से वर्ण आश्रम धर्म के पालन करने की आवश्यकता नहीं रहती. So when a devotee will come to you, if you will become a devotee, at that time, then you can give up your action. Then you may give up Varna Ashram Dharma. But before that, you cannot do it. किसी भी स्थिति में साधकों के कल्याण के लिए इंद्रियों के वश में होना उचित नहीं है. Gurudev said, we have to try to control our senses and our mind and then try to give up the fruits to control the nature of our body. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, समस्त विषय जीवों के लिए अमंगलकारी हैं ऐसा नहीं है. विषयों के प्रति राग द्वेष ही अमंगलकारी होता है। देखो ये लाइन पढ़ देता हूँ मैं और थोड़ा सा बता के फिर उसको मैं ख़त्म करूँगा। जब हम भक्ति करते हैं, ये बात विशेष रूप से जानने की है, जब हम भक्ति करते हैं तो भगवान के संबंधित चीज़ों के प्रति भी हमारा राग और द्वेष होता है। जैसे भगवान की वस्तुओं के लिए हमारा स्वाभाविक राग है और जो भगवान से विरोधी चीज़ें हैं उनके प्रति हमारा विरोध है। तो क्या ये राग और द्वेष भी गलत है? नहीं, ये राग और द्वेष गलत नहीं है। जो मैंने राग और द्वेष को छोड़ने को कहा है वो राग और द्वेष है जो संसार के लिए है। तो कृष्णा इज सेइंग, इफ यू बिकम डिवोटी, हाउ विल यू बिकम डिवोटी? When you happen to see a devotee in your life, then still if you have rag and dvesh, attachment and dvesh means, what do you call dvesh? Not exact analysis. If we hate something, like I go to my office, I have very 3 good friends and rest I hate them. Why? Oh, they are very, very envious. So those who are good with me, I have attachment, and those who are not good with me, I have hatred for them. This is called rag and dvesh. This is in our body. But when we come in bhakti, sometimes we see in bhakti also we have this rag dvesh. Like, I like my mandir very much. Each and everything I like it. But if someone is against, I am against. I dislike this person. Oh, they are against our temple. So those who are atheists, those who are criticizing Gurudev, those who are criticizing temple, those who are criticizing Krishna, we may have ill feelings for them. It's no problem. You can have it. Krishna is saying, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, हे कृष्ण, हम क्यों चाहते हुए भी बलपूर्वक लगाए हुए समान पाप कर बैठते हैं? नाउ दिस इज अनदर क्वेश्चन रेज्ड बाय अर्जुन. ओके, नाउ आई अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ यू टेल मी, you said don't do sins, control your senses, but I see that still we do sin. It is very difficult to control sins. Why forcefully we get engaged in doing sin? Now, before finishing it, I again want to give you a little conclusion in this regard. Arjuna is a devotee. He does not enjoy karma yoga. He does not enjoy jnana yoga. Krishna is again and again telling him about karma yoga. And in karma yoga, 3 things are very essential. Number 1, control your senses. Number 2, control your mind. Number 3, whatever you earn, whatever you do action, give up its fruit. These 3 things are very essential. And now Arjuna is taking Krishna by his question. Whatever you are saying is not appealing me. Why? Why Arjuna is saying this thing? By nature, Arjuna is a devotee. He says, okay, Krishna, now tell me one thing. You are saying do karma yoga, and again saying no any sin, control your senses, control your mind. But I don't want to do sin, and I forcefully do sin. What is that force which takes me to do sin? Then Krishna is giving Kam esh, Krodha esh, Rajo Guna Samadva. We will explain these things tomorrow, and today is enough. Thank you for listening, and I apologize for 8 minutes delay. Hare Krishna.